DTF is not a complicated process. Print your image to PET film, apply your hot melting powder, and then cure your powdered print. Now that last part, we can sort of look at as the final act or the conclusion of the motion picture that is direct to film. Maybe even the most important part. What's going on YouTube? Estevan here with All American Print Supply, and in today's video, we're breaking down some of the more common options for curing your DTF transfers. You guys ready to turn up the heat? So let's meet our drying options for today's video. We got the Phoenix 1620 curing oven. We got the Prisma swing away heat press. We got the Vastex D100 conveyor dryer, as well as the Vastex F1000 short curing flash machine. So let's take a look at the heat press hover method for curing our direct to film transfers. When we began learning DTF here at All American Print Supply, this is how we were drying all of our hot melting powder to the wet print. Now, one of the helpful tips that you can apply with virtually any heat press is preheating the lower platen. At full temperature, you're gonna close your heat press machine with nothing in it, just like how we have here, and the heat from the element is gonna transfer to the lower platen, meaning we're gonna have temperature above and below to speed up this curing process. Let's take a look. Got my fresh powdered print here. Now, if you happen to have a Prisma swing away like this or the Prisma auto clam, you can perform what's called the further hover trick. So for that, what we're gonna do is loosen our pressure all the way like so. And if we do this, when we bring the machine to a closed position, it won't actually make contact with the lower platen. Now this is a convenient method for curing your direct-to-film transfers because if you're in DTF, you probably already got a heat press, so no additional costs involved. Now it is worth mentioning, if this is your primary means of curing your direct-to-film transfers, your production is going to be at a standstill. If we're using this to dry the hot melting powder to the wet print, I can't keep pressing shirts. Something to keep in mind. Now here we have the Phoenix DTF curing oven. In my opinion, pound for pound, probably the best value as far as your different options for curing your direct-to-film. To change the temperature on your Phoenix curing oven, you're going to begin by first pressing this button here. Then, using your down and up arrows, you can enter your desired heat, which is displayed here in Fahrenheit. We're going to recommend a starting temperature at 260 degrees. Once you've entered your desired heat, you can lock it in by pressing this button here. To change the timer on your oven in seconds, you're going to first press this button here. Then, using your down and up arrows, you can enter your desired time, displayed here in seconds. We're going to recommend a starting time of 120 seconds. After you've entered your desired time, you can lock it in by pressing this button here. So as far as running your oven, super simple. All we're gonna do is bring the drawer out, place the powdered print in here, give it a close, hit the button. Now, this is a very hands-free process as far as the curing of the direct-to-film transfer is concerned. Not just for myself, but also for my heat press. Now, this is gonna give us better adhesion thanks to uniform contact heating of the transfers in the oven. This is also great for production as far as leaving my heat press free and available to continue manufacturing and application of my direct-to-film garments. You hear that? Sounds like the cookies are done. That convenient beeper is gonna let me know when my transfer is all ready. Always be very careful when removing your film from your oven. And let's take a look. Got that nice orange peel texture, semi-gloss to the transfer. These are the telltale signs of a good cure, meaning that this is ready to be applied, stored for later use, or sold as a service. Here we have probably the most versatile of all the curing options in today's video, the Vastex D100 infrared curing system. Super easy operation. I'm literally dropping my freshly printed and powdered film onto the belt, and that's it. Now, it is worth going over the settings in my opinion. For example, the heating element, we have this set to a level 3, which is not too high, but also not too close. And as far as my heat, I have this set to a level 2. For belt speed, we have this set to a 40. Now, as everyone's workspace and conditions and locations can vary, I've said it once, you'll hear me say it a million times, test, test, test. Now, to speak on the versatility of a conveyor dryer system, this can also be used for drying pre-treat in the direct-to-garment process, or for a hybrid curing system with direct-to-garment ink. And if you do go that route, you still would want to apply a heat press to seal in those prints to your fabric directly. Now, I do gotta mention, with this increased scale in productivity, it does come at a slightly higher price tag than say a heat press or an oven. But that being said, I gotta tell you, this is probably the lower cost conveyor dryer on the market you can find today. Now here we have our finished transfer. Let's take a look. Nice gloss, nice orange peel texture. This guy's ready to be applied, stored for later use, sold as a service, but it came out great. All right, so let's talk flash cure units. Over here, we got the Vastex F1000 with optional rotary vented platens. And this is gonna be a relatively hands-free process as far as our direct-to-film transfer curing. Now, settings-wise, I got this guy dialed up between a 6 and a high, and we're gonna be running this for about half a minute. Now again, we're gonna say this a million times, we're always gonna advise, test, test, test. These do come in different electrical configurations and different heights. But what we wanna see, I think we got it right here, is that orange peel texture, that semi-gloss, and that was fast. That was fast. This one in particular is a 120 volt, but like I said, we do have assorted options to fit different business needs and electrical connections, but this transfer is ready to go, and that was pretty quick. What does it mean to say we're a one-stop shop for all of your printing needs? In a word, yes. Whether it's the printers themselves, cleaning supplies, blank garments, or the different drying options we've covered in today's video, we try to cover something for every business and every budget. For more information on these awesome options, go ahead and hit the description links down below. You can also connect with the friendly representative to learn more. That's pretty much gonna wrap it up for this one. If you guys have made it this far in the video, go ahead and hit that red subscribe button. If you have any questions, drop that in the comment section below. And be sure to hit that post notification bell. Drop a thumbs up if you found this video useful or informative. We'll see you on the next one.